Hello everyone and welcome back to Acorn Life. I believe we're on number 11 now. Let me just go check. I should have done this before. So on the 17th of September I uploaded Acorn Life number 10. It's now the 28th at time of recording. So yeah, just over a week ago, almost two, I done the last Acorn Life. So, okay. I just want to go into this and look at the comments. Actually, somebody said something they wanted me to answer. Let me pause the video because I don't want that coming up. One guy said to be marked as spam. The other guy said fuck you. I don't know who they're talking to. Club TV. Who the hell is that? Let's see. Let's show the comment. Show first. Oh, it's just some faggot saying first. Okay. Don't do that. It's just. Sorry, move stuff out of the way. It's just cliche. It's just, no, just don't. People always hate you for doing it. It's like, it proves nothing. It's just like, whoa, you were first to come in. It's like, not the first of you, whatever. Just try not to do it, but whatever. Okay, so things from what's happened. Okay, well, this is going to be an important video, guys, so just kind of bear with me and listen to it. Like, I'll try and put it into the title that this is an important video and you should be watching this because it actually has quite a few updates to do with the channel and life and such. So if you can, well, if you're watching this now, then good on you. Thank you. You're awesome. And if you're not, then screw you guys. Whatever. Okay, then so let me just show more of the comments because I want to see what people have said. Spam, whatever spam. What is the little thing moving? I assume the little thing... That's what she said. Oh my god, it was a kid that said that though. He looks like 12. The little thing moving, I assume that's me on the screen of that video because this was a time-lapse kind of thing that I tried to do. But it was recorded on my MacBook and yeah, it's kind of... Yeah, it didn't work out that well because my internet connection can't handle like 2 Minecrafts at the same time on a server, so it was just like, no, didn't really... Yeah, so that's what the little thing probably is. One person said, he really enjoyed my Starmade videos, let's see more if possible, have a private server. Well, we already have a private server, but the thing is with Starmade is it's a really unstable game. Like, the amount of times we've tried to record something and it just didn't work was unreal. Like, it was really... When we started doing this, like... Just after Harv's live stream that he done where we raised like over $10,000 to Charity Water. That was an awesome week, by the way. We went like on Starmade for a couple of nights and just all together, all of us having fun playing. And that's when we came up with the idea to do a series on it because we just had loads of fun in it. And it was stable. It was fine there. And then like every single day or every 2 days or whatever, it got updated and it made it more and more unstable. And it was just a mess. Like the whole game turned into a mess. We couldn't do anything because it just fucked up like all the server stuff. So we were building like these ships we wanted to do, but because we had massive ships that we wanted to build as well, it would just crash the server because the physics just couldn't handle like big ships crashing or moving. It was absolutely ridiculous and unstable, and as still is, to be honest. I mean, sure, it's had a few tweaks and updates and it's made it slightly better, but honestly, 4-player, what we were doing, like 4 or 5-player co-op, it was just ridiculous. We even removed all of the large ships from the game when we wanted to do the space station build, and it still didn't work as planned. Like, it would just still lag out. We were having so many problems. It was just, it is literally an unplayable co-op game at the moment, and even people that I know play on different servers, they're like, why the hell is this just, it's just so bad at the moment. It used to be good, and now they updated it after update after update, and it's just bad to play online. It's just no, basically. So, Starmade Shenanigans, it might just continue being a solo series later on down the line. I don't know, because Harv and Enter Elysium have gone on to do their own StarQuest series on the game. They didn't invite me. I'm a bit bitter. I don't know, but they've gone on to do that, and Shenanigans, because it's all of us, and it's, the timing was off. It was just a bit, it required a lot of us to do it, and all of us weren't there, so the so the sync was off between episodes, between all the channels, because it required me, Enter Elysium, the Matt Dennis, and Harv. And Delta didn't record, but whatever, to all be recording at the same time and then all upload it in, tandem and sequence it. It was just, we couldn't all do it because the server was cocking up and it was just making it really difficult. And you know that space station we built? Yeah, that got wiped. So it was just like, no. Starmade for now is a bit there. Smosh's food battle games got started from nothing. Okay, I don't even know what the hell that is. Okay then, so going on to these questions. Favorite color is blue, just because I like blue. Although I like red on cars. Like if I was gonna get a car, I'd get a red car, even though I actually have a blue car. But still, that was the only car I could buy. Which kind of cake do you like the best? I like chocolate. Just you can't beat chocolate cake, really, can you? I mean, it's awesome. Sponge is fine, normal, yeah, but I just like chocolate. How was school for me? That's a video in itself, that is. Oh my god. I might do a video on that next week or the week after or something like that, but I'll keep that in mind for another topic, because school life, it covers like at least 5 years of secondary school. So yeah, I'll do that in a different topic. Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back. Okay then, so someone's saying talk about my cat. Alright then, so this is where it gets difficult, because as you all know, I'll just get the dates up as well. As you all know, my cat had diabetes. He was diagnosed with it for just over a year. Like, it was, it was just over a year ago. And they said his diabetes, he should be dead. It was he was completely off the scale in terms of his sugars. We took him into the vets and they said, I'm surprised he's still alive. This is completely bonkers. So we started treating him for diabetes from then on. He's an old cat as well. We rescued him at least, I'd say, 10 years ago. We rescued him from an owner who was basically trying to kill him with their dog. So we took him in, we made him comfortable, back to health and all that lot. And then we already had like 2 cats. And it was just, for us, it was just like, can we cope with another pet? And my parents made the decision, no, we'll give him away to a good home that we know can look after him. So we gave him away to a veterinary nurse that we knew. And I think 3 days later, he came back on his own accord. So it's just like, oh, okay, he loves us, let's keep him. So, yeah, that was interesting. But apparently I've only just recently found out that the owner knew he had disappeared like the day after. So he was on his own, like just wandering around for 2 days. And then he found us and it's just like, oh, okay, all right then. So yeah, we've been dealing with that for just over a year now, his diabetes. And it was difficult because he had to be injected like twice a day. And he'd always go up and down. And it was just difficult to balance it and make sure he gets the right amount. Not so, if he goes too high or too low, we have to keep testing him and checking him, because testing a cat for various sugars is really difficult, because you have to get a little needle and prick him in the ear and then do the blood test and stuff. And he did not like that, so we had to do that like every day. So it was a pain for him, but we'll keep him alive and stuff. And then for the last month or 2, he's been really, really bad, and it was just like, he's old. He's had this for a year. He was giving up. And so it came to like 2 weeks ago when he was just starting to not be himself. And it was me looking after him on my own, because my parents went away on holiday and I was staying home looking after the cat. And like, I think 2 a.m, something like that, he went extremely low. Like it was, I would say 0.5 on his sugars, which is really bad, by the way. You can either be, if you're too high or too low, it's really bad. And at that point, he was just like, he could not hold himself up. He was panicking. He was having what's called a hypo. And that was just like so scary, because he could have just had a fit or slipped into a coma and then just died there and then, just on the spot. And so that was really scary. I had to rush him downstairs and literally just get a pot of honey and smush some sugar all over his face. Not sugar, honey, sorry, which brings his sugars up. So yeah, I was up until like 4:30, 5 in the morning looking after him, making sure he wouldn't die, essentially. And he also crapped on my bed at that point. Like, I took him back upstairs to look after him. Just like, okay, you have a sleep on my bed. And he was just like, okay. And he just pooed all over my bed. I was like, oh, thanks, mate. Oh. So yeah, and then I had work in the morning. So I was just like, well, yeah, I've got work at 9. So thanks, cat. And yeah, so he was doing all right after that, but like he was still not healthy. And then we took him to the vets not long afterwards, because he wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking, he was peeing a lot, he wasn't doing much. And there's the doorbell, crying out loud. So where was I? Yeah, he just wasn't really doing well. And so we took him to the vets, and they was just like, Yeah, he's given up. He had complete like organ failure, and he was constipated and everything, so he wasn't getting the nutrients he needed, and that's why he wasn't eating as well. So it was just like, at that point, his body had literally given up from the stress of what he'd got. So on the 19th of last week, he was put to sleep. So that was a difficult time for like the whole family, because he'd been part of the family for so long, and yeah, he's gone now. So it wasn't a happy time. Let's just say that, and it's still not a happy time, because we're so used to having him around, and he's just like looking at places where he would hide and just go, and he's like he's not there, and it's weird when you have a pet that's been put down. Like I think two years ago we had a dog that was put down, and that wasn't nice. He had cancer, and it was just really, it's unpleasant to say the least. And this was my cat as well, and he was essentially my cat. I looked after him and everything. So yeah, that's what's happened to my cat. Okay, moving on. I guess I'll talk more about the channel and what videos I'm doing and stuff, because at the moment, it's just like difficult for me in terms of personal life, because I'm still working as an admin like 1 or 2 days a week, and I'm not getting anywhere like into looking for other jobs, and it's really like doing my head in. And I was considering doing another Minecraft Let's Play, like using Feed the Beast. And for those of you that watched the last Acorn Life, you'll see a pilot I done, but like I've had time to think more about it, and I really just don't have the time to invest into YouTube right now, like into just normal gaming videos, because I worked it all out, and it worked out to, like, just for this series alone, 150 hours of work for what I had planned. And it's just like, there is no way I can put that amount of work into something that doesn't pay me. Especially, I'm 23 years old. I live at home with my parents. I spend like all day of my life on a computer, and it's just, it comes to a point where you look at yourself and just be like, this is shit. And I just don't have that amount of time to invest in something that's not going to pay me. I mean, I actually like went all out and done a video and a page, which like, so I could get this funded. And actually, I'll link that video and that page in the description, like for what I had planned, because yeah, it's something that I did want to do, but it's just too much work, and like I need money. It's really, I know it's really bad to say, but like I need money to live and to buy stuff, and because like, yeah, I can't consider the investment into YouTube worth it unless I'm getting something more out of it. I mean, when I was at uni, I didn't have to pay much bills and stuff like that. I didn't really have that much responsibility in life. I was a lot younger. I was 19, 20. And yeah, I didn't have to, go out and find a job or anything. I was studying. And I'm 23 now, like I said, and I cannot justify spending that amount of time on something that's not going to be productive towards my future. So if I spend the time that I was allocating into YouTube into something like my portfolio and something useful, then hopefully I can get somewhere and then come back to doing YouTube stuff later on, because that's what my life needs right now. So I literally gaming videos like Minecraft, Starmade, even Dota, for now I'm just saying they're done. Maybe I'll upload a one-off every now and again because it's fun, but I cannot justify carrying on doing gaming YouTube videos for a hobby when it takes up that much of my time that I need to invest into something that will, be productive for my future. So I'm sorry, there will be no more of that for now, but you've always been an understanding bunch, so thank you for that. And I'll talk about the iHack as well. So the reason why I'm tight on money at the moment as well is because I need to upgrade my Logic setup, and it's just like my MacBook Pro is dying on me. It's just like it's not as efficient as it was when I bought it. It was just now it cannot handle the tasks I give it, and it's just turning into an everyday laptop now. And it's even slow at YouTube. Like I watch a YouTube video on it, and it's just like it's dying when it's doing that. It's like, why are you dying? You're a quad-core Sandy Bridge. I spent £1,400. Oh no, it was about 1,200. Didn't have tax, did I? Because I was a student when I bought it. But I spent like over £1,000 on this laptop because it was Mac and I just wanted Logic. And it was just like, yeah, a couple of years later now, it can't watch YouTube videos and the fan goes crazy. It's noisy. It's just not a good machine anymore. So that's why I'm having to upgrade into I'm building my iHack basically, so I can have a good machine that I can upgrade and customize and do what I want, and it will be powerful enough to run Logic for a good while, actually, for a good 5 years maybe, depending on how it goes. I don't know what to say. I could technically install it onto my gaming computer, like just buy an SSD and install it on that because I've got Intel in there, but then it'll be part of my gaming rig, and I don't want that. It's like my gaming rig is my gaming rig, and even though it'll be on a separate hard drive, I don't want my gaming rig to be like associated with my audio rig because it's work and play, and I don't want to mix those things. And it's just, for me, no, because I want my audio rig to be in its own separate room when one day when I move out and move on with life. I want it to have its own area and its own stuff, and it's just, I like keeping things clean and separate and so they don't mix. And I had that problem with my laptop because I used it as a social laptop as well. It was just a normal laptop, and as well as my work laptop, and it was just like, no, it was mixing. It's not good. I mean, sure, I can still use it occasionally when I want to do stuff on the go, but for me, I like keeping everything separate and clean, which is why I'm building a new one. And the case is here, right there, and it's a beautiful case, by the way. It's the it is what was it? It's the Fractal Design Define R4 with the titanium cover, and yeah, it's really, really nice. And I believe it'll be about 2 weeks until the next video is out for the iHack build project, because it's going to take me that much time to buy the parts and get them in and afford the parts, because yeah, technically right now I don't have enough money to buy all the parts. I'm buying them bit by bit, and if people make suggestions, then I will take them into consideration, and then if I haven't bought it yet, then I'll upgrade or downgrade or whatever it is. But I think it's balanced now. Like if I go up or down in price, then if I go up in price, it'll be too much. If I go down in price, then the item, won't be good enough for future reference. Like for now, it's got a good balance of power and future proofing. So it's fine for what I need it to be. Also, yeah, in the iHack build project, you saw what I look like. So yeah, that's the first time I've ever done that on this channel. Ta-da! There might be more of those in the future. At least another episode of the iHack build project will be like an IRL of me. But yeah, that's what I look like. I've done a video before on a different channel, my audio one, which is what I look like, but that was when I was like 19. Oh my god, I've changed. And so yeah, I expected more people to see, oh look, it's an IRL, let's go see what he looks like because they're curious. But no, 3,500 of you and yeah, 100 and something views. So it's another reason why I can't justify spending all that time into YouTube when like 200 of you maybe watch the videos that I'm doing. So that's this week's Acorn Life. I've been recording for 19 minutes. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a long one. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you probably next week in another Acorn Life. If not, I don't know. Whatever. So I'll see you next time, guys. Take care, and thanks for listening.